of critical functions.
Good evening, all you wild and weirdos and weirdettes out in wild and weird radio land. It's I Run. That is Joe over there making weird little hand signals because he's trying to speak to you psionically. No, he's really not. He's actually going to be using his real words here in a second. Everybody, welcome to the show. We have a big one planned tonight. We got some really cool stuff going on in the news that we're going to address. But first up, Joe, let's introduce everybody and tell them, well, you know, what they missed if they didn't see us this past weekend.
Oh, man, did you miss something if you weren't there? Let's get everybody on deck here. We got West Virginia Bigfoot Project, James Nelson, Donna Ho. We've got Linda Sigmund in the house. We've got Enzo is arrived. Gary Schuler is here. Eyes, what's going on? Jordan Booker, what's going on, brother? Happy Thursday, right back at you, man. We've got Tony Breeden, what's up? We've got, let's see, LW, how's it going, man?
All right.
Then Lisa, hello to my wild and weird family. Hello, right back at you. Octoman, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Ada Cox is in the house. Julie Bug finally made it tonight. Good to see you, Julie Bug. Glad to see you hanging out there. There's Beth. Beth, oh, where'd it go?
LW Marshall has just pounded down the door with the first blessing. Angie.
Oh, Russ Bailey. Here's a face we hadn't seen in a hot minute.
Russ Bailey.
LW, long live the Mothman. Oh, let me tell you about the Mothman, guys.
Yeah.
Because we've got Nikki Bennett's in the house. And CJ Boker. Good. Thanks, CJ. How's it going, man?
We got some of our originals coming in.
Yeah, we've got some OGs rolling in the house
It's
tonight.
almost like they sense something is in the air, Joe.
Right?
What could it be?
What is going on, LW? This one's out for you, man. Juliana McGill's here. Beans is here.
Hello, Beans.
All right. So that gets all wrapped up. Hope everybody is doing good tonight. Hope you all are all having a great evening. Because let me tell you, if you missed Mothman.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, if they missed Mothman, we do have a preview. Like, we have a little bit of a really fast recap. So we can do that. We can show you that, like what you missed. And then you'll feel really bad.
What's going on, Godot? What's up? Dark Wolf Chris, how's it going, man?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. We've got a lot to go over tonight, but let's start off right here at home first, because boy, oh boy, was it a spectacular show. It's just a record-breaking show, wasn't it? I mean,
it really was. It felt like the year after the pandemic restrictions were lifted.
Yep, it was pretty amazing.
Kind of crazy.
And let me find the briefing. I've got a little quick briefing clip here for us, and this is us on day 2 is what this was. So let's just watch this real quick, and you'll see.
To Mothman Festival 2025. We're at the Wild and Weird at West Virginia booth because, you know, it's our booth.
Yeah, it's our booth, and that's, you know, the new one, and it's hard to miss.
Oh yeah, we've got flags, we've got neon collars.
Yeah.
There's banners, there's aliens.
You know, this is day 2.
Yeah.
And we're anticipating a crazy day, because yesterday was nuts, right?
Oh yeah, yesterday was wild. We had it feels like we had more people yesterday than we did the previous 2 years. It felt almost like the post-pandemic
It
Mothman.
really was. It was like the one we came back from COVID, right? That's exactly what we saw. And I mean, it was packed. So it was amazing. Today, a little bit more probably relaxed, but I don't know. This crowd's already coming in, and it's early. We're not even start of the festival.
We're still an hour and a half away from start, and you can see the crowd walking in behind us already.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it wasn't relaxed at all, was it, Joe? I mean,
Not in the slightest bit.
not even close. In fact, it really didn't lose power until later in the day. And I honestly believe if the storm hadn't come, they could have probably ran that thing for another 2 hours past closing. There was that many people. It was awesome. It was incredible.
Jordan says the Mothman
yeah.
Festival was fantastic. Awesome meeting y'all. You guys do not disappoint.
Thank you. We the folks that were there got to see the new trailer, little sneak peek. Not really a trailer, but you got to see a little bit of the trailer, and you got a little teaser there to let you know what the new season, the new series is that we're working on. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that here for everybody who didn't make it. So stay tuned. It'll be.
You just had to wait till Thursday.
It'll be in the second hour, and we're going to show it. And there's some interesting, there's interesting footage there, which is very coincidental as to some of the news that we're getting ready to cover, right, Joe?
Oh, absolutely. It was such an awesome weekend, and we do have some crazy news. The reason I call it crazy news is just I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how to feel about some of it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
let's follow the data, right? I mean, that's pretty much all
the data. That's the kicker, right? And when you follow the data doesn't care about your feelings, doesn't care about your opinions or your beliefs.
That's right.
And we gotta sniff it out.
Yep. Yeah. There's some interesting things happening right now. And there may be a reason behind them. And there may not be a reason behind them. We don't know. It could all just be a big distraction. We've seen those before. So
yes,
you got to watch it.
This is also news. I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you did, Octoman, Scott Violet did pass away yesterday. He was suffering from some conditions that were service related from back in the old Desert Storm days, and his nervous system shut down, and it was causing him a lot of issues. He is in a much better position now than he was while he was here especially the last 6-8 months. He's been struggling and having a really rough time. So thoughts and prayers and vibes and all that go out to his family and everybody that was in the and part of the Squatch America network thing that he had put together.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to presentation. I'm going to go to presentation. Folks, how many of you are aware? Well, I'm going to try to get Dave to come in later on too, just to let you know, because there's some weird astronomy stuff that's happening right now, and I can't think of anybody else, well suited to do this. And by the way, Dave is actually going to get a little subsection here on the show. We're going to throw him in here about once or twice a month, something like that, to let you guys know what's going on astronomy wise, and no fluff. It's just just the data. And because Dave's walks both worlds. He's an astronomer, and he keeps an open mind in what's up there. He doesn't shy away from the fact that sometimes there are things that don't show up on the maps, right? So so we're going to get him in to come in, and he's going to be talking a little bit and trying to straighten out some of these rumors, because boy, oh boy, are there rumors. So many. So let's go to video files here. I'm going to pull them up. And let's just look at clip one. This is from Ross Cohart. And for you guys who don't know, apparently during the hearing there a couple weeks ago, after the hearing, I guess it was, there were UFOs sighted over the Capitol. And there were people there allegedly. Well, I mean, they're on video. There's something sighted over the Capitol. And there's groups of people there who are, well,
believers.
Yeah. there's believers, and there's scientists, and there's people who are trying to call these things in, and something happens. Now, let's just take it for what it is and watch and listen. And then let's contrast this with what you've seen us do in the past. And you're definitely going to want to stick around for that that little teaser, because there's something in there that's kind of fits into it. Wouldn't you say, Joe? Something like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what makes this difficult, because there's some truth here, and then there's some belief here, but there's actual data. So we're going to talk about it, and here we go. Let's watch this. This is from Reality Check, I believe.
Clearly, you don't think it's just a coincidence that those objects manifested themselves over the White House and the Congress that special evening before probably one of the most momentous UAP hearings of recent time. Do you think whatever that intelligence is, that non-human intelligence, was trying to send you a message that night?
Oh, absolutely. They're sending a very historic message. The timing of it, they knew we were going to be together. They knew we were going to be there. I think the message was, we are here. And we had the amazing amount of people. Like, it wasn't just one or two people to witness it. It was a handful of us. And to be able to speak on this platform, our truth and what we saw is incredible. So yes, there was a message of, we're here, and it was very loving, and it was playful, and it responded to us. Yeah, the message is, I would say we are here, but we've already known that they're here, right? We've known for thousands of years that we're here, or they're here. I think it's just a good reiteration of, the time's coming soon for something.
Now, you see, it's that last part that gets thrown in there that kind of is worrisome.
Is it that, or the poster that is, in the camera frame on purpose? I mean, mind you, I would probably do something like that.
You would totally do this, and you would. If you also notice, she has imminent right back there.
Oh yeah, it's on the desk.
It's facing the camera, like perfectly laid out. Yep. Right. There's a little ghost beside it. You see that? Yeah, there's so many things that are going on here, but I'll say this for her. She seems to at least think that she's onto something, right? I mean, right, I think she is.
So what was it? What were the key words that we should pay attention to there?
I think we should pay attention to, there's something coming. Number one. And I think we should do that because of the rest of this and who else is involved. So
now, go ahead.
Yeah. Go. Clip number 2. And you're going to see why I said that.
You were in no doubt that evening prior to the UAP hearing that what was manifesting that night was indeed connected to the prayer that you'd invited them to appear. You do believe that there is a cause and an effect, that basically that wasn't some kind of coincidence. As Sarah says, it was a synchronicity.
1,000%.
And this was interfaith prayer as well. So there were a number of different Protestant denominations present. There were Catholics, there was Jewish, work faith. So it's been interfaith as well.
That's.
I think that's important because, a lot of what, Chris has said is that he prays, right? Mm-hmm. And it's pretty much, it's in Catholic. If you read the book, UFO of God, then it's all Catholic based. Like, his whole thing is Catholic based. He talks a little bit about other stuff, but his whole thing is that. And so a lot of people kind of look at it and they're like, well, this is very, very cultish, right? I mean, if you think about it, because it's based on these beliefs. But here we have, 2 scientists who witnessed these things, who are open to the psi connection stuff, and who are saying, I don't really think that it matters. It's more something else. And that kind of agrees with what our findings are, basically. Kind of. So let's continue this.
That's
Except
actually
for
where I'm coming to with you, Sarah, next, which is, do you think it's necessary for there to be prayer or a religious prism through which we see this?
Yeah, I thank you. I felt so much joy from them. So I didn't try to connect with my heart space with it for a little bit. I actually even asked Chris if that was okay. Like I felt like I was intruding in his energy. So I did ask him if it was all right. And of course he was like, yeah. um, but I immediately felt from them this playful, joyful feeling. Like they were having just as good of a time as we did.
Okay, we can relate to that. They were having just as good a time as we were. They were playing. We've observed this.
with sensors,
But we have observed this.
but with sensors.
They have no sensors, Joe. All they have is, as far as I can tell, is look. I mean, I don't know what that is. It's probably a cell
Samsung
phone.
or an iPhone.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it was somebody's phone. And they weren't expecting it, but they were expecting it. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
We were so happy and elated. I mean, it was pretty amazing, but like the synchronicity part, they knew we were going to be there. They knew to be ready and to say something to us. So I don't believe that religion needs to be a part of it, because when it comes down to it, what is religion? Religion is love.
well,
We're gonna debate.
yeah,
No.
spirituality is
To a degree. So
To
it
a
can.
it can be. It can
in
all
a lot of
be.
cases, yes. But
It can all be backwards and sideways and
right.
misconstrued. Yeah. Anyway.
It preaches love, it shares love, it spreads love, and that's the intent. All of us there were about love and for the joyful part, and also the friendship. Like a lot of us are really good friends, so what better time to show up and make it a historic night of it, as it was. So no, I don't think that religion needs to be there, but it is good to have the intent. So saying a prayer or having some sort of space that you talk and you communicate with them, letting them know that you're coming from a place of love, which is prayer.
It's not, but I get what she's saying. Now, do you want to address a little bit of this?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Just to be completely frank, I could, but I don't really want to go on a dissertation, if that makes sense.
I don't think you have to. I think that we're looking at this as to what is happening in the media. Why are we having these conversations? That's what I'm wanting to get at with this. And it does contrast with some of the observations that we've had. So where's the line of truth? Where's the line of belief? Where's the line of, because we've heard these guys, I mean, there's multiple instances of them on other platforms, and they're using the same words on some of these.
They are, and
that's kind of concerning to me.
It is, and that's one of the reasons why I would prefer for me to refrain from going too deep down that hole. But
you don't have to go too deep down it. I'm just asking, why is this happening now? That's the key part.
It seems to happen anywhere he goes.
It does.
In nearly the same fashion every time.
So is this
the same colors with the same light?
Fair enough. Is this like a kind of like, is it real? Is this a groupie kind of thing? Are they doing it? Like, is it a group intent?
I'm not saying that it's not, because we've done experiments where we have seen the same thing.
Right.
And we've tried, right? We have tried the whole visual aspects where we've sat and watched, but the places that we've gone to watch the visual aspects, we've had minimal feedback with visual.
Mm-hmm.
We have had some.
Oh, we've had some.
but the majority is coming in where we have to have calibrated sensors to collect this data. Now, I'm not saying that that's how all of it has to work. I know that there are more than one ways to track the phenomena, but
Mr. Good,
Adam says, "Fly my cube."
Mr. Good, fire the cube up.
Firing cube in 3, 2, 1. Cube deployed.
Oh, we need to get these up here for people. There we go. I want to. You guys, your comment should show up now. I had them turned off. I forgot to turn it on. You got to turn it on every time.
So not, yeah. We've recorded the the intent experiments, and we have recorded some visual aspects. The majority of it, like I said, sensor data.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to why every time, if it is so predictable for him everywhere he goes when he's doing these things, that there's going to be a light in the sky, how come no one is collecting sensor data? Could it be that they're so wrapped up in the spiritual aspect of it that they just don't care?
The wow factor, maybe.
Yeah.
Like the group wow factor, because you get that. You get that. We've seen that. We saw that at the TNT area where people were just oohing and ahhing and pointing at the lights in the sky, and we were like, "Is that a satellite?" That was our first thing, and we're trying to figure out what it is. But she says she did the same thing. She pulled out a plane tracker app, checked that, and there are people saying it was birds, and she's like, "It's not birds." They go through this whole checklist, but they don't know what it is. I mean,
well, now,
he does, but they don't.
I'll say this though, at the White House, it's very possible that it could have been a bird, because there's in that area around the complex,
Lisa,
and anybody who has ever been, Lisa, thank you. Anybody who has ever been to the Capitol knows that there's a lot of vertical light.
Yeah.
Like there is almost as much vertical light, if not more vertical light, than there is street light.
Yeah.
So Lisa, this one's for you.
Where's the little alien with the orb? You got him up there? Is he up there?
Yeah. I don't think you took him out, so he should still be there.
All right. There we go. Got some orbs and aliens there.
What's going on, Byron? How you doing, brother?
See if we got anybody's questions, comments, whatnot over there. I want to know what these people are thinking, because it's not just about what we're thinking; it's about what everybody else is thinking.
We got some Collins Elite talk. We've got some. I think the things. I think people take things for face value. They aren't aware of the potential capabilities. Agreed.
Okay. Yeah. I
got a yay sky dolly. Then Tony says, I never thought the Collins Elite, from what I've read, particularly organized. I have the impression it's a movement rather than organization. I'm not sure how or if they tie in with what Chris is doing, but it's easy to get caught up in some of that stuff. But I'd think, like, the guys at Skinwalker Ranch, when they had him, they were collecting some information, but what they were seeing looked way different than that. But again, I'm back to my train of thought. I got kind of side railed there. There's a lot of vertical light at the Capitol grounds for reasons, and it could have been a bird scooting around. Could have been. We didn't have enough resolution to say anything definite to say that it is a bird. But you can't rule it out, because the quality of the video isn't good enough to determine that. And there's no other sensor data. There's no thermal. There's no infrared. There's no enhanced night vision.
Okay, so you're bringing up a point that I'm trying to make here, and it's the fact that we have minimal data, and we have a crowd of people who know what the minimal data is, because
they know
they know what the they know. That's what I'm trying to get at. And it happens right in, to be right as this is happening, like, right before the big event, right?
And well, we also don't know how long they were out there prior to that. Or
now she did say that later they did see some glowing orange ones that came down. I have not seen video of that, however, and I don't know that anyone took that, so I can't speak to that. But it is interesting that we see this movement taking place again. And what concerned me was that last bit, like I told you, where the something is coming part, right? Well, we said the same thing, but I think our connotation is it's a slight bit different. We don't have a date. We don't pretend to know a date.
We don't pretend to know a prophecy.
No. There's a guy who's looking pretty goofy right now because just a couple of days ago he said the rapture was happening, right? So this is what happens to these things. I'll tell you a personal story. Okay, back when I was in church, we had a pastor, we had a preacher who did this. He had a dream. He knew when the world was going to end, and he told people. Didn't happen. He believed it, though. That's my thing. And it wasn't that he was being wrong. It was the fact that that's what he interpreted. He really felt it, and he felt it was his duty to say something. My question is, all these people have these feelings, right? They get all these weird things. You and me, we've had dreams. We've had some weird dreams, right? We talk about them. They're dreams. And even if they're not, even if they are visions, I'm going to have a little more before I go out and stamp, Ron and Joe said the world's going to end on XXX. We're not going to do that. And if we do that, by God, I promise you, there's going to be some kind of NHI on camera who's literally standing there signing off and saying, yep, this is true. I said this. And then it's on him. It's not on us. Because here's the thing, they've done it before. That's what I'm talking about. They did it before. You have the Mothman prophecies. That's what that was. They thought the world was going to end, guys.
Yeah.
Now, is it weird that we have all these weird things happening right now? It is weird, isn't it, Joe?
It is. It could. Is it a coincidence? Is it a due to circumstances? Is it the fact that people are becoming more aware and more observant, that by proxy they're now seeing it?
Or are they becoming more paranoid?
Yeah.
No, for real. That's my thing. Are we so obsessed with our beliefs now that we can't get those blinders off and everything is a conspiracy? I mean, there are conspiracies. Do not get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We know this. We've proven. We've shown you those things. But not everything is. It's just like when you're out in the woods, you hear a knock in the woods. Not everything's a Bigfoot. Sometimes that's a tree. They crack. They pop.
Especially during transitional seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
You have extreme temperature differentials. If you're dropping 30 degrees in a day, you are going to hear trees crack.
Right. Exactly. So my question then becomes, are we witnessing mass hysteria? Or are we witnessing actual communication? That's a hard one.
It depends, I think, on who, the where, and the whens. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Because I think that, yes, there is some sort of an attempt at communication somehow.
I think we have enough data to say that that's
Yeah,
that's accurate, and it's two-way.
Agreed.
Mhm.
But how much of it is like not? How much of it, like you said, is Bigfoot in the woods and everyone
Right,
knows cracking
right,
crane?
right. It's interpreted, right? That was the thing. It's not that they're hoaxers. It's not that they're hucksters, like some people say. It's that they believe that this is what's happening. Just like that preacher, he believed he was doing right, man. He did, you know. I mean, he eventually lost his job, had to leave, I think, but you know,
Angie
them's the
asks,
breaks.
right. Angie asks, how can you witness mass hysteria without being part of the mass hysteria?
Well, you can.
Yeah, you can choose to not be involved. You can observe
Yeah.
and document it if you want it, if you wanted to, or you can just walk away. There have been historical accounts of people observing from a distance that weren't necessarily involved in the mass hysteria, that were able to document it and show some of these, cases, so to speak, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that with no bias, that if you could observe mass hysteria and basically recount it with no bias, I think that you're in a way not being involved in it, because you don't have a bent either way.
Right. You're just reporting it. You're observing it.
Yeah, you're observing
taking
it.
the notes. Yeah. And taking the data down, basically. Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky one. It really is.
Jordan Booker says you can't come at this with preconceived notions. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's my whole thing.
R. Byron says, but it can just be a placebo effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is, you can definitely, especially in a crowd.
Yeah.
You want to talk about, I have been in crowds where technically it was like mass hysteria and like it was like a big emotional orgy that I was like checked out.
Yeah,
on.
you've told me about those before back in the day with the yeah.
And I was just like, what is going on? Like, and just kind of stepped aside while the train kept rolling.
Yeah. So they feed off of the energy and
and
it's a feedback loop.
I mean, you see that at mosh pits too.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you can see a circle starting to form and be like, I am getting out of the circle because I know elbows and knees are about to start flying.
Yep. So it's the same thing. And that does involve emotion.
And exactly, just casually walk away from the mass hysteria. That is the way to do. That way the mass hysteria doesn't follow you. You just walk away casually and don't make a peep. You're just kind of like, I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, I guess. Lisa said the circle is the most
I know the circle's the most fun part. It was whenever I was younger, but like I don't know. I was not in those circles as much because I was always on the stage and I watched the circles form. Luckily, I wasn't beaten up in any of them.
Yeah, it's true. And I don't think any of it's new. I think Tony just said something there that's kind of relevant.
History tends to repeat itself. We've been here before and we'll be here every time someone needs money and they realize that they can use the phenomena to generate interest and funds. Oh yeah, agree.
I mean, it's true. That is true. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm saying that is very true. What he just said.
And it's very much happening. And
there are others that are doing it for sure.
And Beth says, I believe that since the beginning, people have been saying the world is coming to an end. And anytime people see new things, it's always the end of the world instead of thinking, well, why are we seeing this?
No, yeah, it's true. We definitely are not ready for open contact.
Right.
It would just literally destroy social, society. I'm convinced of it.
I grew up in a cult and I was terrified because everyone around me believed in the works was going to end in 1975. So naturally I thought that. And I mean, I believed in these adults.
Yeah. There was a big end of the world scare in 75. I very vaguely recall. And there was one when I was in elementary school too, that really scarred me. And I was terrified of that stuff, and it's one of the reasons I really started learning religion, to be honest. And one of the key words was, no one knows. And if you believe, then you believe that. You can't say, but I'm special. I know the date. No, you don't.
Nope. Oz in the Woods says people get caught up in creating an explanation for things that they don't understand by aligning their experience to their personal beliefs. Yep.
That's good. Yeah.
LR made it, just drove through Indrid cold territory, mineral wells west by God.
There you go. Was it raining? Because it's usually raining or drizzling when we're coming through there at night. It's very, very time warpy.
Yep.
So yeah, let me see. I got a couple more clips here from that. We're not going to do all the things on that, but I did want to touch on a couple of those things. One of which was this little clip right here, and why it's important is because it is literally what we have been preaching ourselves from our own little pulpit, so to speak.
We are at a stage right now, where we've had Congress talk about this, the president talk about this, members of the government, members of the military, but think about the people at home. Have you seen something? Have your family members seen something? And so at this point, I think it's less about, I'm certainly not here to convince people. It's more to share information about something historic that has happened here at a critical time, but is also happening all over the country to people. So it's really more of an invitation and a validation for people. They're seeing a new.
There you go.
Now, showing that I can remain objective regarding this incident there. We are looking at a video shot at night with a phone, most likely. And everyone is probably familiar with the fact that when you film things on your phone, they do not show up nearly as large on the phone as they do to your own native optics. It doesn't show up sometimes, especially when there's that much contrast, as sharp or as clear. So there could have been a light literally dancing around, but due to the digital optics on a phone, compressing and rearranging and trying to make sense of a focal point, that could have been what we wound up with.
I don't know what it was.
Because there were multiple witnesses. They could have seen something. They could have also, because they were all together, seen something perfectly natural, but oh my God. How many of these, how many times were people going out on sky watches?
All the time. Satellites. Yeah. All the time.
The golden ones.
Right.
Flares being dropped out of
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, how many times have these events, like people go out to these events together and they've looked out, and when one person sees something, they're all like, oh, and the excitement swells. Like we were talking about with the kind of hysteria building and the emotion swell and mental excitement. And lines get blurred.
Yeah. But
so just being objective.
You're not wrong. But it's interesting to me in that the fact that some of these people who are talking about this, they got some pretty good letters beside their name. Let's put it that way.
They do.
They're familiar with image. This is what gets me. They're familiar with how images look. They're familiar with the scientific principles and of all this stuff. But I want to hear more. I want to see more.
Yeah.
I want to know more. I don't want the same story told over and over on Reality Check and on, all the other platforms.
And keep in mind,
it's got to be new data.
Has a bunch of letters before his name too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And look at the crazy train he's been on here in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, it's all still very good points. But there was the one most concerning part, and to me, they do it again right at the end. And what's interesting also here is the fact that Chris experiences audio failure, which is, I don't know. I'm just saying, there are no coincidences, as the one lady says here multiple times. So maybe they shouldn't have went there. Or I don't know. Let's see.
Interestingly enough, if Chris was able to talk to us right now, unfortunately his mic has died for some reason. If Chris was able to talk to us now,
I think it kicked it down. Hang tight.
It did.
Said previously to us on Reality Check, which is that he does think that there is some kind of an event going to happen, probably in 2027, where the public are left in absolutely no doubt about the existence of a non-human intelligence. But the message I take from you, Anna, and indeed from you, Sarah, and you, Chris, is that what is probably going to make the public more aware of the phenomenon isn't government. It's not going to be a leadership role from government reading from a lectern in the White House. It's going to be experiences like the ones you all enjoyed over the White House and the Congress on the evening prior to the UAP hearing.
I mean that sounds like something that you said on Sunday.
Enough,
I can't. For real. So here's my thing, and I have this issue. I see these people who are just tripping over top of each other, trying to be the one. That's what I see. I don't see people working together to solve this. That's one of my biggest issues with this. We have all these separate camps who are allegedly trying to achieve the same goal, yet no one really wants your data. Just so you know, all of you out there right now can make contact, do whatever you want, just like we have. You can get it on camera, you can get it on thermal, you can get whatever you want. No one really is interested in that. You know why? Because data is boring.
Yeah.
It's not flashy.
It doesn't have the
headline. It doesn't have the headline. This is why we have, I'm grateful for our 25, whatever, 100 viewers. Seriously grateful. And I really believe we might hit 3,000 by the end of the year, which is, if we do, I swear, we're going to have a heck of a party.
If we hit 3,000 by the end of the year, my mind will be blown.
We're going to give away something big. Let's just put it that way. I mean,
here's what's really going to happen. We're probably going to hit 3,000 around the year 2027. And the excitement that will erupt will be what actually ends or causes this Bledsoe apocalypse.
That's it. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. It'll be all the tectonic shifting and
everybody jumping will shatter the crust of the earth and
shift the poles, man.
It will going to shift the poles. So be cats playing with dogs, pandemonium.
Saw what you did there. Surely you can't be serious. But here's the deal. All of us are literally as qualified to talk about this as the other person. And
regardless of your titles.
Right. We have Skywatcher, we have these guys, we have, the guys out at the Skinwalker Ranch, we have, there's these pockets. And again, the pockets are not really looking for an answer. If they were looking for an answer, they'd be like reaching out and be like, hey, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Like we do with the collective. That's what the collective's for. What Dark Wolf say? I didn't see it.
Oh, he said that events are sketchy, but data isn't for sure.
Yeah. Events are. So, I mean, I just find it kind of weird, Gary Schuler, just said a blessing.
Donna said she says she's not here to convince people, but she's critiquing everything from her own lens, which is what most people do.
Yeah. So that's one of the things, right? Looking forward to seeing the new equipment used in the field. There you go. It probably won't, it probably won't matter except for to you guys.
Right.
But
and
we're
a
grateful.
handful of onlookers that we share data with.
Yeah, but we're very grateful, and it will happen, and you will see it, and it won't be flashy unless it is. I mean, there could be a flash. I mean, that's possible.
I just felt a flash. Peter Thiel said that his religious talk at the regulations on AI were going to bring on the Antichrist. I just believe that the craziness is out there. Yeah, that was the thing. Peter Thiel went out and
out there.
He did go on one of his things about the Antichrist. That was one of his key lectures.
Oh man.
He sold it out 3 times. He did 3 of them in San Francisco or San Diego. I can't remember, but they were all 3 sold out within the first half hour.
I mean, you can do that. Do you really want to do that? Is that where you want to, is that where you want to stick your flag? Really? That's where you want to go with this?
Yeah.
I mean, you can pander to the pandemonium, or you can try to weather the storm and bring your people, who are with you into some form of calm. That's the whole point. And that's why we're here. There's 50 of us here, by the way. Start hitting those likes and start hitting those
smash that like button here in a minute. Since we've got a big crowd, do you want to show the
we're going to do
the
it
trailer, and then we can bring our guest in?
Oh, we're going to do it. Yeah, we're totally going to do it. We got a pretty good little crowd here. You guys want to see the trailer, or are you interested? I got to have a sign. Someone show me a sign.
Somebody hurry, look outside.
Oh, ouch. That hurt from far away. Oh, man. So wrong.
Hurry, run outside, look over the White House.
We've actually seen those signs appear over fields. So,
we have.
So
yes.
Possible.
Yes.
It could happen.
This.
Now we're seeing it. It. Start hitting those emotes, guys. I want to see this algorithm going crazy. It's time. We've been quiet long enough.
Said, "Here's your sign."
There you go. See, Kuzanar figured it out. That's all we're waiting on. All right, kids, we're going to show. Okay.
See what you did there.
Oh man, it's between you guys. I don't know. It's Kuzanar and Uru. I'm not sure which
Rachel
one.
Green says yes.
All right, let's do it, guys. Here we go. This is here's your little sneak peek at what's coming up. Let's go ahead and put it on main stage, Joe.
Sure thing.
Here we go. Video file. Where is it at? Oh no, we don't want to see that. This is Orban Cargon. Dear God.
No one needs that.
No one needs that in their life right now.
But I did hear that alien abductions were down during Mothman Festival.
Were they?
That's the rumor on the street. Yeah.
Is that the rumor?
7% down because they were in attendance at the festival.
Is that right? Wow. That's some
globally. If that tells you how big of an impact Mothman Festival has on the world.
That's amazing that can happen. And I'm truly honored to be a part of such a community effort. Let me find the thing here. Hang on. I had it queued up and then I lost it again. So, here we go. I found it.
Here we go, guys.
Full reveal trailer. Hold on to your seats. Here we go.
Hold on to your butts, guys.
I mean, you don't have to do that, but here we go.
It's the only Sam Jackson quote I can use.
What is it?
We've been teasing the fact that we have a secret.
See, it's like you're there.
Somebody come make this work.
And we are going to show you the first trailer for what that is, and then we're going to do open question and answer.
First of all, let's thank, seriously, what's happening right here? Let's thank the people who make this thing work every year, because without it, it's not going to happen. Yeah, we absolutely thank you guys.
The data's on the table, and the data shows that we're moving in a direction. There are multiple things happening at the exact same time that these sensors are catching this up. This is sensor data. Are we being led around by the nose there? And is that same pattern going to continue from here?
got more directions, like stuff comes from that way. Might as well try it, right?
Radio. I see it. We got radio. We got frequency.
59169.
Are you saying 1.5?
1.817.
1.8?
Yes.
That's his frequency. That's one of the frequencies. Wow.
Whoa.
What we get? What we get? What we get?
So RF went up 15.352. Like it was a number, it's like 7.12, 7.93, 10.71.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, we get activity.
It's a signal trying to come through. Now they're back asleep.
It is a signal trying to come through.
Yeah.
All right, just wait. All right, boys, you can see this. Hit those radios. Yep, there it is.
Because reality, stranger than you can imagine. There it is. You're all the first to see it ever.
Well, there it is.
Good times. What'd you guys think? Sound off. Strange realities coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Very near. Ha. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that is the series. It is Strange Realities, Ron Joe's Strange Realities, and it's not anything like what you've seen before. It's not gonna be some ripoff of Paranormal Horizons, by the way. It's gonna be more like investigations. If you watched our little series that we started,
the montage needs to be snappier.
There you go.
Oh, everybody's liking it. Everybody's excited.
We had to make it fast because, you know, most people, their attention span is nanoseconds.
Right.
So, you know, you have to catch them really quick. And that's what I did. I tried to edit that as fast as I can. Now, the truth is this. All we were going to show people originally at Mothman was just that last part. The logo. That was it. That was all it was going to be. But you guys on here, I made you a promise. If we hit the goal, then we would do something more. Well, that's the something more. So I actually went and clipped this together. I'm like, well, what really can sell this thing out to make it, you know, someone really interested in it that we haven't shown before, because we've shown them thousands of little dots running through the sky at this point, you know, but we haven't shown anything quite like that before.
Yeah,
and
we had a conversation before we went into making that, and Ron put it together, and we were talking about what could we use that would grab attention.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, well, use the thing that grabbed our attention.
Yeah.
Get those radios.
And it really did grab our attention. And what you're seeing there that's how it happened. That's literally how it went down. If you watch me click the laser in my hand, that's the one we built. That's the shark system we've talked about before. That's the infrared laser. Brandon Wills, look at you over there getting the
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
Good seeing you hanging out there, man. It was nice seeing you at Mothman too, bud.
Yeah, it was rare. So, you know, as soon, I mean, it's almost as soon as my finger goes on that button, you hear that radio click right there, and you can hear it. And it was caught on multiple pieces of audio on different cameras. It is exactly straight on. And there's other things. I'm not going to ruin it for you. I will not ruin it.
Oh, wait, there's more. You'll just have to wait and see it.
There's a lot more. and it gets even stranger. And it lives up to its name. That's all I'm going to say. This thing will live up to its name. Larry Hose, keeping it free.
Much
Larry knows, because
appreciated, my man. Thanks, Larry.
Larry was there. So yeah, we had multiple witnesses.
Here's one coming at you, brother.
So what was it? I had to wait and see. Like I said, we still don't know. I'm not going to, spoil it for you there. I'm just going to tell you, we don't know what it is, but we do know that there definitely seemed to be a call and response in effect right there. So yeah,
that there was. It was very interesting.
You're going to make me buy more equipment now, aren't you? That's just funny. Thank you, Enzo.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. And so,
and we while we were there, after seeing that, there was a guy that brought up a really good point about potential bleed over.
That was Adam, the other Adam. That's right, from Ohio. Yeah,
and that is possible. But the one thing that he couldn't make sense of, which he wasn't really trying to debunk anything. He was just saying, like, it could be this, because he's a ham radio guy. But he said there's no reason why it should have been responding, like in the call response. He said it should have all been random.
Yeah, we had a very long conversation back at the tent, and he actually Sharpies. I see what you're doing. Silver Sharpies. I know.
Yeah.
I'll get those silver Sharpies. I promise, guys. I'm not used to signing autographs. So that's
Here we go, R. Byron. Maybe. Hang tight. Round 2.
So he was very interested in it because it reminded him of something that happened to him while in the field. And just a fantastic story. Hopefully we'll get him to tell that story at some point on the record someday. But yeah, it was just amazing to hear that, because again, we're talking about having almost similar experiences where something is broadcasting, but it shouldn't be. And he had a really good question. He was like, well, what frequency, what's the bleed over? I'm like, man, if we had a multi-spectrum, spectrum analyzer where we could just look at all of it at once. Those are expensive, by the way. We don't have one of those. Maybe in the future, when we find somebody who wants to fund that, and it's going to be a whole lot more people than is right here, right now. But, when we're confident enough to know that that's something that we would need, that, that's a different story too. Right now, it would just be like, this is just a really expensive thing. It's going to get some neat data that only a handful of people are going to really understand. But you never know. There are things out there, and boy, I'll tell you what, this whole phenomena, it just leads you in some weird ways sometimes.
All right.
Let's get David in here and let him try to make some sense of what in the world is going on up there, up above us. David, are you there?
Howdy.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Dave. We have some stuff going on in astronomy land. Lisa, we'll catch you. Thanks for dropping by. We have some interesting things happening in astronomy land. Can you bring the good folks up to what in the world? Because I'm gonna put up some stuff. Okay, we're gonna talk about this right now. So let me find these image files, and we're gonna talk about this. I want you here to be talking about this though. Let me find it. It's over here.
Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using this new setup here for this.
Not bad.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
Not bad at all, buddy.
Okay.
You're nice and clear though.
Yeah, it's the Zoom H6. This thing does a really good job. Ron knows that. Well, I think you too.
Yep, we used to use those a lot, didn't we?
Right there.
Here we go. Okay, so this is one thing that we're going to be talking about, because I find this kind of I don't know, maybe what's the word I'm looking for? concerning. That's probably the word I'm looking for. Hang on, let's take this off for a second and let's do this the right way. Let's fix this real quick. Go down here and turn those off. Where's it at? Yeah, thanks, buddy. Like that. And you got that one. How do we do this? Like that. Oh, there it is. Got it. Yeah. Anyway, here you go, Jay.
Yes.
City killer asteroid is hurtling towards the moon, to conveniently where there's no cities.
Right.
So panicked NASA scientists want to nuke it.
No, wait, there's more. There's more. Hang on. So
where is there a city on the moon?
Oh,
what?
Maybe there is a city on the moon. Maybe we just don't know about it.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm just kidding.
I just want to take this in for a moment.
Okay.
NASA, the non-military division of the government, is like, there's a city killer and it's going to hit the moon. We should nuke it.
Yeah.
Don't look up that movie.
Like,
Don't look up.
I know the pilots and the astronauts; those guys, they're usually ex-military or they're active military that are just like kind of doing NASA work and whatnot, like contracted. But holy crap!
Yeah, well,
like the computer nerds. Let's face it, look at what this really is. The guys at NASA, the computer nerds and rocket scientists, are like, let's nuke it. NASA is considering blowing up an asteroid before a potential moon crash in 7 years. The controversial solution has been put forward by a group of scientists. NASA could soon trial a new defense strategy to prevent a giant asteroid hurtling towards the moon and posing a huge risk to astronauts. It comes after NASA intentionally used a spacecraft to bump into an asteroid that was heading towards Earth in 2022 in a test that was dubbed the Double Asteroid Reduction Test, or DART for short.
Wait, here's the thing about that. And we were trying to figure this out. Where did Dave go?
You bumped him.
Dave, get over here. We were talking about this. It says right there, right there. It says, well, you can't read it now, but it says that there was an asteroid heading toward Earth, and that's why DART intercepted it.
Yeah, we were reading this one last night.
I don't recall getting that memo.
Yeah, that was the one that was back in, I think it was July, maybe.
It's been a long time ago.
July of 2022, maybe. I don't remember hearing about it until this article.
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. I remember DART, but I don't remember this being on a collision course with Earth. I remember them saying, this is a prime opportunity NASA has to go out and see what this thing's made of. And it was our first, chance to see if we can, move this asteroid. And me and you even talked about it.
Everybody was getting kind of bonkers about like, oh, we can go mine the asteroid, remember?
Yeah, but we talked about what if they bump it and knock it into the Earth, remember?
Yeah.
So I said, why are we doing this? Why are we going up there and doing this? Oh, well, it's just a test. And now we learned this thing was heading for Earth. Like, what? Is that real? Can we verify this?
The strange thing is, though, they didn't really get, there's no data on it at all. There's no data available. That was just said that in the article. At least, well, I'm sure there is data. We just don't have it publicly.
So you mean this is just one of those things that writers write to be writing? Is that what you're telling me? I kind of
wondered that, but I don't know, man. It's coming from some legit sources from that article. So it's kind of like, well, is it or is it not? And we're not going to know the answer to that.
Well, I'll call this too.
That's the funny thing.
Go ahead, Joe.
You guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but nudging an asteroid with a spaceship is slightly different than nuking one.
Oh, I 100% agree. And I think me and you right here, our viewers, the ones who were here, remember this conversation when they said this thing was going to hit the moon. And we showed the paper that showed the ejecta issue. And we said that might be a bad time, or it's going to be a really pretty, meteor shower.
Yeah.
But it turns out it's going to be more than just a pretty meteor shower if it happens. And here's some data for you. Let's blow that up.
The first and easiest answer is always kinetic
Oh, hang on.
diplomacy.
I got to take this thing off. Hang on a second here, guys.
I'll have some more to add to this in a second for you as well.
I'm going to pop this up here because I want people to see this.
So the space basketball. This basically what this is hypothetical ejecta.
Yeah.
Now, clone A, clone B, clone C, and clone D. Think of these like the hurricane maps, how they have the projected ideas of where these ejecta could go. So each one of these ejectas are a different pattern. They're not like what could come from one central explosion. These are just possibilities based off of their metrics that they've ran.
This is if it hits the moon. This is flat out if this thing hits the moon.
Yeah.
So this is the stuff that's coming off the moon. Now, that's a whole lot more than just a real pretty meteor shower.
Yeah, that's a potential headache.
Uh-huh.
Well, do you want to hear something more interesting on this?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, bud.
I'm going to put this in the chats and so everybody can see it as it's wrote. This is a direct quote. All right. Now we see they're telling us up to a 4.3% chance.
Right.
What I'm posting right now, this
new study uploaded June 12th to the, what is that? You just said preprint server. Researcher ran computer simulation to model what a lunar impact might look like. The team estimates up to 220 million pounds. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
221 million pounds of material could be ejected from the lunar surface if 2024 YR4 hits the Earth-facing side of the moon, which is roughly a 50-50 chance. What? Up to 10% of the debris could be pulled. So wait, that's 50-50 chance. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 chance that it's Earth facing.
Right.
That's an official scientific journal by legit scientists that are studying this thing at different observatories, right? And then we look at
10% of that debris could be pulled. That's a lot of debris, is what that is.
Basically, if it would, it's gonna hit satellites. It could hit the space station.
If you look at this, I'm going to throw this, Ron, if you set us back to where we were, I'm going to throw that.
There you go.
Oh, back up. So if you look at this map here, right there, there's not a single one of those clones of the strata that isn't going to completely obliterate a ton of satellites.
Yeah. Especially it looks like our deep space array is going to be completely blown apart.
Oh, absolutely. And we're looking at something here that, like Ron said, yeah, we could get a chance of having some really pretty meteor showers, Earth impacts as well. But the bigger implications here are communications.
Yeah. And this is going to go on for years. This is not something that's going to just,
we're going to have rings like Saturn is what's going to happen.
We're going to, probably. I mean, this thing is going to cause a massive debris field, literally. If it happens, guys, I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's if it happens.
If it happens in 2027.
Oh, boy.
Then
I'm done. I'm just out. No. I'm out.
To add to this, Ron.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This kind of goes with Joe joking around, which is kind of hilarious about NASA and military branch, whatever. So this is I'm just going to quote this whole entire piece and
go ahead.
That same article.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Speaking of nuclear explosions, scientists say we might go full Armageddon on asteroid 2024 YR4. After mulling several different solutions, scientists have devised an unconventional method to stop the city killer, which I love the city killer because it's not hitting the Earth.
It's on
space rock from hitting the moon by blowing up with nukes. The unorthodox measure of preventing a potential lunar crash landing was detailed recently in a yet to be peer-reviewed study published on the Arctic's preprint server.
Okay.
The team, which includes experts from NASA, wrote that the nuclear robust disruption missions could be launched in as little as 4 years from now, so roughly 2028.
You wait, what did you call that? Nuclear robust what?
Yeah, that's their words. Nuclear robust disruption missions.
Okay, so they've already got a name for this, Joe. We are done.
It's nerds.
It's over.
Yeah.
NRDS. It's the computer nerds. They did this on purpose. Operation Nerds. Nuke. Nuke
No
these girls.
Nerds.
Anyway, Dave, continue.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, there's a little bit of news on Apophis as well.
Oh, now this
Not a whole lot
one
of news.
this one should make you stand up and take notice, kids.
Right.
This
This
isn't a city killer. This is a world ender. So go ahead, Dave. What do we know about Apophis?
this is one of those ones that you would say make your butt pucker up
Mm-hmm.
because it will.
Nice.
So this is research that I gathered today and put together. So the latest news and trends for Apophis says it's not a threat to Earth for about 100 years, is what they're saying.
Okay.
However, when it flies by Earth in 2029, it will be close. On April 13th, 2029, Apophis will be within 20,000 miles. They're saying around 19,800 miles of the Earth.
Stop.
Which is closer
stop,
than some
stop,
of our
stop,
satellites orbit.
Stop. Did you just say 19,000 miles?
19 to 19.
Under
19
20,000 miles is what
miles.
you're telling me. Under 20,000 miles. This thing's going to come within 20,000 miles of Earth. That's what you're saying right now.
Yes.
Is
That's
that
the-
legit? Are you 100% correct on this?
That's the current news. That is the current news.
Is that because when we measure things from planets, typically we measure from the core. Is that measured from the core or is that measured from the surface? Because if
I'm
that's
going to
measured
test
from the core, we are in
I'll say
serious.
surface. But you can remember, if this is the Earth, the satellites are going around right here.
Yeah.
The asteroids basically coming, like if there's asteroids here, I'm sorry, excuse me. If there's satellites here, the asteroids coming like this at an angle, and then gravity will pull it back around, and it'll go back out. And then when it comes back in 2036, it's going to come even closer to the Earth. It'll be, I don't know how many miles. They've not really, I've not
come
seen
closer
that
than
number.
20,000 miles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it'll be-
like Godot says 20,000 miles is orbit.
20,000 miles, it's going to freaking be a serious threat at 20,000 miles. If you're telling me it's coming back and it's
that'll
going to be
strip
even closer.
That close could potentially strip the ozone depending on how much energy it's got.
I mean,
It's that's the thing about it too, though. Now they say, and there's a greater chance of it hitting in 2068. They're still saying not for 100 years, right? But the thing is, they don't know what
Joe,
could happen between when it comes.
we
around
have to
it.
get very, very, very healthy because we have to have front row seats.
Yes, right. Got to
This
live
will
to be
be-
150
this will
something
be
and 140
yeah.
something.
Going to do that Captain Picard thing in Star Trek where you.
Yep.
But no, for real. I'm not all joking aside. 20,000 miles is not a joke, and I don't think that anyone's really. They're not talking about this.
Well, everybody thinks they hear 20,000 miles. I'm like, oh, that's actually that's far away. That's probably between us and the moon.
It's terrifying. That's what that is. No,
Close.
I mean, it really is. As far as the gravity goes, that is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
We've got, so look at this, guys. Here's something that you really need to look at. If we've got this thing happening with, the moon, right? We got wire, whatever, it's going to slam into the moon, create a massive debris field. That debris field, has that been calculated into this equation of 20,000 miles with Apophis in the future? No, it hasn't.
Because I mean, even like hypothetically, the Apophis comes in that close, then you could still have a microburst in the atmosphere just from debris, because a lot of these things, like we mentioned in last week's episode, they're like big gravel piles that are just held together by gravity.
See what cannot be predicted though is once this goes back out in 2032, it's coming back in 2036. You can't predict if there's another rock out there that might bump into it, change its gravitational direction, and then again in 2068. So
apparently there's going to be a crap ton. I mean, we have a picture. That's a crap ton. That right there, that's called a crap ton. That's a technical term.
That's an official scientific measurement, guys.
Right there, a crap ton. That is a No, that is a metric crap ton.
Metric crap ton.
Squared. Because okay, so what I'm telling you is it's one thing for it to come within 20,000 miles, right? It's another thing for it to come within 20,000 miles and hit massive chaotic swarms of God knows what other material.
Yeah.
That could either, it won't, and it's not either, it will affect its orbit. Anything that's in motion is going to stay in motion unless enacted upon by another object in motion, correct?
Yeah.
It'll be completely visible in daylight, in the daytime too. It'll be as bright. Yeah, completely visible.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is for real. No, y'all worry about 2027. Okay. Don't worry about this. If you're going to worry about anything, you're going to put your worries in a basket. You put them in this one because that's something. I'm not kidding. That is interesting.
Larry says it'll be fine. Someone can just stand on the roof and say, "Go on now, get."
Yeah. Yeah.
So April 13th, 2029 is when it's going to make this 20,000 mile approach. So put your diapers on because you might need them.
And you said that was 2039.
Wait, what?
Well, there's three approaches. April 13th, 2029 is the first approach, which is going to be the 20,000 mile mark.
So
2032 is the second
is
approach, and then 2068 is the third approach. And again, in 100 years from now, which 21, 25, 21, 26 roughly.
This all hinges on that asteroid. This is why they're going after the asteroid.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why they're wanting to nuke it.
That's the real reason. That right there is the real reason.
Nerds
keep in mind
already
they know what's
come up with a plan to hit Apophis with a freaking nuke.
Not Apophis. No, it's the other one.
Yeah, why 24.
That one.
No. They're going to try to hit that one as a proof of concept to hit Apophis.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
think?
what I was saying.
Oh, it's possible.
Like the idea is to strike that one next year or later this year.
Right.
Hit it with a nuke, see what happens to see if it's going to be a viable option to shoot at this other world ender.
There's a scale you guys are probably familiar with the Trino scale.
I'm very familiar with it. For the folks who aren't, why don't you explain that real quick?
Yeah, explain it, Dave.
So basically, I mean, in layman's terms, they're 0 to 10. 0, no chance of hitting the Earth. 10 is we're dead. But no,
yeah.
This would be blunt. So right now, the 2024 YR4, the first asteroid we're talking about, it's currently at a Torino scale of 3. Apophis is currently at a 4. Now that's for these upcoming dates that we have, right? So 4 is a pretty big concern.
That's a big concern, David.
And its chance of hitting the Earth actually is increased. I can't remember I think the original number was around 1.8%, and it's up to about 3.4, 3.7% now, roughly. So it has increased. So it's something definitely to keep an eye on. I mean, for real, we should be concerned.
Gary says 100 years from now fits my schedule better.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going with you, Gary. Let's live it up while we can. That's why we got Zorp and Carg on,
Team Big Rock
to remind us how to live before we don't.
Right.
There's I mean, that's the whole point, right? God, this is crazy. Like, honest to God, guys, that's the first time I'd seen some of this data. We've been watching it.
Till Dave came on here and told us we're all going to die.
Yeah, that's great, Dave. Thanks. Thanks for telling us the world's really going to end. Because I came on here to kind of debunk it and pull it back, and be like, it's all good, guys. These people are just doomsayers. And here you walk on stage and you're like, well, actually, guys, these are big rocks going to hit us. And
at least he didn't say it was a mothership.
That's true.
Yeah.
You didn't say it was a mothership. So I thank you for that. So
here's something.
That's a good thing.
Here's something fun for everybody. I'm going to put a link in here. I mean, you guys might be familiar with it.
Go ahead.
It's called skylive.com, and it's not letting me post.
Well, it's because you've scared people too much. They're going to kick you off forever now.
Oz says, it seems like a really bad idea. Humans are operating at a pretty high level of stupid lately.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I'm going to send this to you, Rom. I'm just going to send it directly to you. And then
Jordan Booker says, thanks for the good news, Dave.
That's what he's here for, man. You should have played in the band with him.
Yeah, I kicked you on her toes. See if you can put that up, Ron. That's a really cool. This is a really cool website called Sky Live.
Where's it at, Bob? Where'd you send it to?
I sent it to Ron and Joe in the Facebook chat.
Okay. Do you see it, Joe?
Yeah, it's called,
I haven't heard it ping through yet. It might take a minute.
I'm telling you, they've already censored you. We're already off the air. It's over.
Wondering.
We're done. Thanks, Dave.
This is the skylive.com.
Oh, yep. It just popped through.
I see it too.
You enjoy this one. This is pretty cool.
Oh, I know what this is. I think
apparent magnitudes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I see that. We actually need to put that on the link that to the website where people can, use that. That's that's valuable.
Handy tool.
I really like that. Did you guys get it up there? If not, I can paste it.
Let's see if it's going to let me do it this way. Still won't let me.
There you go. Check it out, guys. It's really cool. Really, really cool, actually.
All kinds of data, and it's fairly simple to understand.
Yeah. A new shirt. Thanks, Dave.
That's good.
We're doing it. We're
Thanks,
doing it. Thanks, Dave. And only you guys will get it. It'll be great. It'll be great. So, David, do you have anything cheerful, like at all, in astronomy?
I do, actually.
Should we even care? I mean, I don't know at this point. I'm just probably not even going to get up in the morning.
There's some really cool stuff, actually. This is actually kind of related to the UFO. I mean, the comet that's coming.
Oh, God almighty. There's a comet coming, too. No, actually, there's a bunch of comets, right?
Trackway just showed up, and the first thing he says is, so the big thing in space is actually coming right at us.
Oh boy, is it, Trackway. Oh boy, is it. Yeah, you're going to definitely want to rewind this one and watch it because we learned some stuff.
So basically,
and folks, I just want to do a quick disclaimer. David, for the folks who don't know, can you go over exactly what you do so they know you're just not some nut job who's on here preaching doom and gloom?
Yeah, what do I not do? And I'm just kidding.
Your position as far as astronomy.
Okay, well, I am with the West Virginia Astrophotography. I cannot say it. Astrophotography Association. It's a long word. Woo. Anyways, I'm the vice president for the group, and basically I handle our star party, scheduling our star party, setting those up every month, and then we do education outreach. So we'll get out to the public and work with kids and teach them about astronomy. But of course, the photography part brings in all the regular astronomy science, which is fun, and bringing all this bad news.
We're all just laughing. It's the end of the world, and we all feel
Thanks
fun.
for making my day end on a happy note.
This is what REM was talking about right here. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
End of the world. Yeah, that's why I don't sing.
Yeah, that's great. But no, for real.
Except where we won't be fine.
So no, Dave, you're seriously, you're astronomy is a big thing. Is what I'm trying to get at with you.
Yeah,
you take it seriously.
I'm at coursework in college. I'm not like a professional. I'm not an astrophysicist, nothing like that. I mean, I'm an amateur by all means, but it's a very
you're a starologist. Got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're a star scientist.
Star scientist.
I try to be. I try to be a good amateur.
Like, even though you're kind of downplaying it a little bit. Like
he is.
You are an amateur, but like you're almost at like the highest possible point that you could be as an amateur. Without the formal schooling and everything. Like it is.
I'm very lucky.
It's not something you picked up last year is what we're getting at.
Right.
Nah. I have a lot of resources and connections to several astrophysicists. So if there's something I don't know, which there's a lot I don't know, I can go to an astrophysicist friend right here in Charleston, and she is sharp in her specialties, pulsar stars. She's anything you want to know about pulsars.
Well, I think we want to know about the big rock that's going to slam into us at some point. That's what we really want to know about.
I don't think we need to be concerned about it right now. I really don't. I mean,
I don't know.
There could be some damage with it, but
could be.
The space station is going to be deorbited supposedly in 2031. So when it comes back around 2032, it should be safe.
I think we know why the space station is going to be deorbited now. Everybody.
Right. Well, I mean, realistically,
I'm just saying, this is not like it's like we didn't have a clue. I mean, that's There you go.
We just thought it was
Yeah.
aliens and not moon debris or asteroids.
So here's my question, and this is serious. I want to get you back into us the comment stuff, but while we're here, it has to be asked because I know a lot of our audience is thinking about this right now.
See, it's a be ass.
No. And here's what I think. I think that there's a good chance that people some people may be using something like this, alien thing, because it's a little kinder than the alternative. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You think it could be a distraction?
I think there's a lot of distractions right now, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want them distracted, though? Let's be real. Because, like I said, I'm not getting up tomorrow. So if everybody decides to do exactly what Ron does, society collapses.
When you look at the UFO,
day drinking, yeah, it's a new hobby.
There you go.
Cargon is possessing Ron.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll say when you look at the whole UFO UAP subject, they obviously they're not going to tell us. They're not telling us per se.
Right.
Right. So if there's going to be an asteroid that's going to hit the Earth, they're not going to tell us because what's it going to do? It's going to create public panic.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
You'll have
Absolutely.
rioting,
Try to
and street
go up and
looting,
everything.
Yeah, exactly. We know this. Humans are just wonderful creatures.
Yeah. Want to kill each
Dave,
other and all that crazy stuff.
All right. So we know
I want this before I die.
No, we know people just aren't, capable of this, right? So anyway, let's hear the good news. There's some good news. There's some comments. So everybody, there's some really cool stuff that's going to be happening that isn't world threatening or life ending or whatever. And it's just really pretty. So because we had one last year, right? Didn't we have one last year?
Quarterly meeting on the end date, Gary asks.
50-50.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We all need to get together and watch this comet as it passes through.
So let's hear about this.
What's really cool?
Let's hear about them because I've seen photos from down south where there's actually two comets in the sky, and that's pretty darn impressive.
Oh yeah.
Well, kind of kick that off. There's actually 7 new comets objects they discovered.
Oh, I've heard 7.
Yeah, that's the magic number.
Magic number.
This is current research I did today to make sure it is actually current.
Okay.
So they're called these new comets. They're basically a new class of comets. They're called dark comets. And basically, now I'm going to read this verbatim because they explain it better than I can because it's so new to me too. But dark comets look like typical asteroids, but their movement deviates from the expected path, indicating outgassing from their surfaces, a characteristic of comets. There's also no visible tail, typically. Despite behaving like comets, they lack the characteristic tail because their volatile material is masked by a layer of dust or debris, where the outgassing is subtle enough to form a visible trail. Now, as they get closer to the sun, they will start outgassing more, and the tail will get larger. They'll start seeing a tail and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the one right now we have some folks may have heard of. It's called SWAN. Just
that's right. SWAN. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's green, right? Is that the green one?
Yeah. Yeah. So C2025. It is currently visible right now, but on the night of October 12th this year, if you look after sunset, it'll be low on the western horizon. And on top of that, there's going to be a second one. There will be a second comet. Make sure did I put that in here? I hope I did. Let me just make sure I thought I put. Oh yeah. So during the third week of October, the night sky might also feature another comet, C2025A6. It's called Lemon.
What?
If I'm saying it right.
Did you say Calimon? I know what that means.
It's like lemon, but I think it's Lemon.
Okay,
it's called Lemon. I think it's French.
I don't know. It sounds a lot like Demon. I'm just saying.
So we should that on the third week of August. What's wrong? I'm back. Third week of October. Excuse me. Third week of October.
It's okay.
We should see.
We told
two
everybody
bright
you were a
comets on the same
professional,
night.
and now you're making liars out of us. It's okay.
So that'll be really neat about those. The other ones are not. There's no data on when they're visible yet. At least I couldn't find it right yet.
More worried about nuclear war than us killing each other at asteroids. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah, it's gonna be one or the other. We just don't know yet.
Yeah, there's a lot of games being played.
Yeah,
I think everybody's too worried about mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, that's still a real thing, and we don't have anything to really bypass that. I know they're saying, "Oh yeah, we got these super hypersonic blah blah blah." Yeah, well, those aren't ours, but be worried about that if you want. But I'm fairly sure that there's been multiple chances of that, and it's been, I won't say stopped, but I'll say that it's possibly been intervened a few times, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing about the UFO UAP debate with Apophis, even Loeb, even Avi Loeb, even now he's saying, he does not think that it's a UAP. The media is making it look like, oh, that's all he's talking about, and all these fake news
really
articles.
is.
Yeah, they ran with his stuff. I mean, they did that, and they did it to him on purpose,
trying to discredit him. Absolutely.
Yep.
There's always a possibility.
Well, he asked a question, and you shouldn't be ridiculed, and you shouldn't be lambasted because you asked a question.
But I have to say this: a lot of the interviews that I've seen with him, he leaned into that question more like a suggestion than a question.
Hard. Yeah, very hard.
Like now, in the beginning, it was posing a question. It was, looking objectively and saying, "Hey, we need to treat interstellar objects in a certain way." But here, just in the last month, man, some of his interviews have just been like,
well, he admitted it's a comet now.
Yeah,
but you're still not seeing that. You're only seeing what Dave's saying. I mean,
right.
So I mean, they're still leaning into him as in, he's just this crazy guy.
It's like I was saying when you all were mentioning it to me. Like, I mean, I don't know if you were asking me per se, but we were talking about a month or two ago. It's like you were asking me if I really think it's UAP, and I told you no. I think it's a new type of object it's a new science to us, and basically, just recently they started calling them dark comets. So that's their new name for it. It's something new that we've never really, known about. I say, so it's new science.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. Anybody who watches Star Trek knows that, they learn stuff as they went out. And that's true. We're going to do that. The more we get out there or it comes to us, we don't know everything. And I think that's one of the biggest issues. Everybody thinks that they know everything. We don't know everything. We barely scratched the surface of what we, think we know.
Yep.
So it's really cool though. That's like where the people that are being a little crazy, they want to make everything out to be a UFO or a UAP.
Well, versus it's popular. It's popular. It gets a lot of clicks. I mean, that's literally what it is. Bud, we've come to the point to where that's all that matters. You know, is the clicky clicks, and everybody gets. Speaking of clicky clicks, you know what? I got some more video for us to watch, and it's not Chris Bledsoe. So just letting you know that up front. Disclaimer. Let's go this one. Show that one. Well, Dave's gone. Make him come back. I don't know how to do that.
There you
go. No. Okay, there he is. Let's put it. Yeah, that one. That'll work. Okay. Video. Man, it keeps trying to make me show you guys that. I don't know why. Oh yeah, here we go. Speaking of those crazy aliens, here's just a really quick clip for you. There they are. It's a little bit of the photo shoot, very few. We gave away 200 of those lays, by the way, guys. 200 of them. Santa Claus came over and had his picture taken with us again.
He kind of looked like the Santa Claus that was crowd surfing in Philly with 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about that or not.
No. No. So we've got us running through the crowd. This one we're trying to get back down before we melted, actually. Yep, I do that.
Bet you guys are miserable in those.
You just don't even know.
It's in total with the sleeves and everything, it's 23 pounds of silicone.
Did not know that.
It's a lot. And I actually got a little bit of a shot of us coming out of the gear.
They're melting. How are you doing?
Day 2. That's a wrap.
Yeah, it was full sun, and that was dumb of us to actually do. But man, a lot of people got happy about that.
They did, and it's not the Mothman Festival without Zorp and Kargon getting their festival picture with the statue.
That's right. And
when we're dressed as Zorp and Kargon, nobody fights us when we skip the entire line.
No, they really don't care. And they actually want their picture taken with Zorp and Kargon and the Mothman at that point.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But you know what? We did meet someone really, really, really cool there. And
Jordan Booker says, I got laid by Zorp and
Kargon. Yeah, right. 200 people did, actually.
Yeah.
But here's the more important thing. So we're there, and this guy comes up to us out of the blue with a little package in his hand. And he's like, you guys like margaritas? And I'm like, well, he was sent by God. And lo and behold, we get to learn more about this guy. And my goodness, does he have a story to tell, right, Joe?
Oh, absolutely. He honestly was probably one of the highlights of the festival for us.
He's incredible.
Just because what he does,
yeah,
and the way he does it.
Yeah, so I got that. So let's put that up here and watch this, because this is amazing. And I want you guys to understand.
This is our official endorsement.
It really is. This is why some people there are people out there trying to help people. Okay. And this is one of them. So let's listen to how he does it and why.
So we are here with our good buddy Danny, who is going to introduce himself. Brother, fill us in on your name and your mission.
Well, I'm Danny Hawkins, CEO and janitor of the Danny's Rocket Ranch out of Ignacio, Colorado. And I'm a space food and drink entrepreneur. I started a company to help kids go to space camp, and we have a line of dehydrated food and drinks. With cool names like Margarita and Alien Abduction Coffee and Space Salsa. But for the Mothman Festival, we made Mothman Margarita Mix. And it's supernaturally delicious. So 10% of our company's profits go for space camp scholarships, mostly for the kids throughout the United States. Space camp's been in existence for about 47 years. And if you ever go on Space Camp, I'm very humbled and excited to be a member of the Space Camp Hall of Fame. And being West Virginia, we just inducted Homer Hickam this year for the Space Camp Hall of Fame. So I'm going to be doing this, taking kids for Space Camp. I've been doing it for 33 years. And Lord willing, I'm going to be doing it for another 17. And I'll say that I've done it for 50 years. So
that is quite an accomplishment, honestly. So that is fantastic. That's the kind of stuff that you just never get to hear, because it's so busy at some of these things. But we saw him. He came up to us and said, "You like margaritas?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. You know, anyone knows we do." And that's how that began. But yeah, plug some of that stuff. Show it there.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's special there. Mothman Margarita Mix.
There it is. It's amazing.
And there it is. It'll put you in orbit. Yeah, something like I got Alien Abduction Coffee. So just a few things I have in my pocket here.
You do this first, and you do this next, right?
Okay. Yeah. That's the wake up on Sunday morning before church.
That's a Sunday morning.
Yeah. There we go.
So you got to wake up after you do this, and it's all good, and you're done.
But it's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. I have fun with it every day. I get up and just figuring out ways to help kids go to space camp. You know, I've seen what it does for my own children, for the students. I've done it for 33 years. I got kids adults now working for NASA, fighter pilots go to the Air Force Academy, 5 chopper pilots, and they're all girls or ladies now. So it's cool. It's opening the door. Whether they walk through it or not, it's up to them.
Oh, that's a good way to put that.
Danny has been one of the biggest pleasures of ours this year at Mothman, being able to hang out and talk to you and meet you. And everybody, go check out Danny's Rocket Ranch. Go see what they've got. He's got, like you said, an array of different products that you can get and support sending these kids to space camp too, which is so stinking awesome. Danny, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks a lot, Joe. Thanks a lot, Ron. It's been my pleasure. Guys,
Thank
wonderful
you for the
people.
margarita.
Well, you bet. I've surely enjoyed going across the country. country here. It took me 5 days to get here, but I was invited by a local, someone who grew up here in Point Pleasant. And he said, you ought to come here, because I said, Mothman, I knew about the Mothman, but I didn't know about the festival. So I said, I think I just might be a regular. I might show up regularly, bring some of my space camp kids, and
oh, that'd be a blast.
We'll be looking for you next year.
Okay, well, I better put it on my calendar now, so I guess I better come back.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks a lot. I do appreciate it.
Absolutely. Stay wild and weird, everybody.
Absolutely an amazing person right there.
Yeah.
Literally, that's insane.
A true class act.
Right? So, there's still good people in the world. And, I think every now and again we got to run into those to be reminded of that. And, and maybe some of those kids will be the kids who stopped the big rock from, slamming into us.
Right.
I don't know. But either way, I'd like to think that. He got some of his stuff in, I think, the trading company. So we're going to be able to actually not go too far and get some of those Mothman margaritas. So that's going to be really good.
And for you guys who would want to go check it out, I just dropped a link into the chat. Just copy pasta that straight into your browser under another tab, and go check out his whole website there. You can order it and have it sent directly to your home.
Yep. And if you want to build your bunker like Lou, and stock it with some margarita mix.
Especially the ones from Danny's Rocket Ranch, because it is space age packed.
Exactly. What else you got to do? Nothing.
It's like astronaut food. It's freeze dried, and the flavor is intense. He's got salsa, he's got soups, he's got all kinds of other stuff over there, and go check it out. And especially the dehydrated drink mixes, man. Like he's got some different like limeades and orangeades and then cocktail mixes and stuff. Go check them out.
We definitely need to get a hold of him and see if we can, do some kind of a thing with him in the future. And try to, I don't know. We'll figure out something we can do, because that's he's doing something really cool, and that's something we can get behind for sure.
It is.
Yeah. Dave, what do you think about the seat? You like coming on here and kind of hanging out with us? Think you can maybe do that until the big rock hits or something? I mean,
absolutely. It gets I like it. It gets my brain thinking. So when we're talking and certain subjects come up, people are watching, bring up certain subjects, it gets me thinking about things, and I might go, I'm gonna go research. That's a good idea. So
yeah.
Some doors for me.
Well, we're going to give you your own little segment here on the show, we're still trying to figure out a name for it. Like I said, I think we got one. We'll reveal that next week, that way it'll be official and you can do your thing. Why do you have an alien? Wow, that's really actually cool. I'm not gonna.
Nice. Love me some xenomorphs. Is that one of the NECA ones?
Dang, dude.
Yeah. Got a few of those. I love these things. Love them.
Yeah, those are great. I've got one back here on my shelf with my predators.
See, I mean, y'all gonna hate me. Every one of you are gonna hate me for this, but I never liked aliens.
Blasphemy.
I'm gonna be straight up. I didn't like them after Alien 3.
Yeah.
Or like I liked Alien 1, Aliens. I didn't like Alien 3.
Yeah.
Anything after the second one, but then the AVP stuff was good.
Huh. Well, like I said,
that new series, the Alien Earth, have you watched it, Dave?
It's not bad. I like it. No. I have some criticisms, but just as a standalone, I like it.
That's a great name, Overu. I think we might go with that instead.
Daily Disasters.
I like it. I like it, Overu. I really do. I'm gonna write that down, because that's a whole lot better than what I got. So
that'll be the only bad news I have, though, unless it actually there's something even worse comes up like that.
Oh, what could be worse than a giant asteroid slamming into the Earth, Dave? I mean, I don't know. You tell me what it could be.
Well, Larry brings up a great point here. When the big space rocks have got you down, be sure to reach for Danny's Rocket Ranch Mothman Margarita bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Show them the graphic I just sent you, the little video I sent you. It actually shows the orbit, the trajectory of Apophis. It's even more fun.
Boy.
Really? Oh
It's
boy.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Actually kinda neat.
see. I see that. Wow, that's some
That
fun.
last link's the video. Yep.
Yeah, that's some fun stuff right there. And that's official stuff, right? So we're good to share this. Okay, well, I'm going to put the link.
That's actually one that they're using.
That's one of the other things, by the way. If Dave does share it, it's been vetted at this point. Dave's environmental apocalypse diary dead. Ah, that's good. That's good. You guys are going to be officially on the board here before soon. Because I'm telling you, those are some great ideas. I'm just gonna
Space Waves with Dave.
Space Waves. There you go. Keep it going, y'all. You're going good. Yeah, I like it.
I broke that link into two.
Doom Talker Ranch. There you go. Doom Talker Ranch. That's good.
Yeah, I might be able to find a shorter link. Let me see if I can find something short. Here we go. This is much shorter.
Okay.
Keeping it in theme with the band.
Space Rocks with Dave. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Space Rocks with Dave.
Yeah, Space Rocks.
Space Rocks. All right. Copy a link. Here we go. Now I'll see.
Oh God.
How long do we have left, Dave?
There we go.
Ridiculous.
They're just shorter links.
How long do we have left, Dave?
Dave's dark matter.
There's a bad joke where
That's good. You know what? Let's do this. Let's take all these names for real. Let's take all these names, including the ones that we've got, and let's put them together and let these folks vote on them next week, and we'll let them decide what the name of the segment's going to be. I think that's a
raffle
great idea.
for one of the.
I think that's a good idea. That's
make it a raffle, Ron. Make it a raffle, like for one of the little objects you guys have.
Oh, random number generator.
Yeah, we could do that. Just let the fates decide.
Not a paid raffle, just
Yeah. Random number generation thing. I know what you're talking about. I got you. Yeah. Or we could just change it every week because man.
Dreams.
That too. Dangerous thing could come up on that.
This is good. This is good stuff. You guys are great.
We need to know how long we've got, Dave. I want to use my PTO accordingly.
Right? I think everybody does. Yeah. I mean, there's some gold in this one. We're using this for short, so I just want to let y'all know. There's because Dave said it was going to happen, so it's not us.
Uvru says whoever wins has got to go with the Thanks Dave t-shirts.
Right.
All I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Yeah, right. So, oh man. So let's reiterate a little bit about a few things.
Green bananas.
Jordan Booker said, Dave, I'm going to stop buying green bananas.
I think it's just derailed at this point. So let's just let the audience take over. You guys, whatever you run it, we're going to talk about it. I don't even care what we talk about at this point because Dave's, apparently you guys are okay. So yeah, he might be sitting over there in the third seat from time to time and delivering some good news. Yeah, whatever.
99% of what I have good news is just that 1% that really sucks when it's a huge asteroid.
Yeah, huge asteroid. Yeah, right. And hopefully there won't be many of those. You only need one.
At least not in our lifetime.
Sorry about that. But that's just I don't know. I don't know. I bring you on here to literally debunk something, and you turn around and you don't even try to debunk it. You're just like, no, it's worse than what you thought. Like, okay.
Yep.
Thanks for that warning before we went live, Dave. That's awesome. There's some things we can't do during the live.
Yeah.
That's one. Oh God.
Yeah.
Here we go. This I got the one for this. I got it. Where are we at?
I can't do it anymore. This is
ridiculous. Man.
No one's ever. I mean, they don't. You know what's funny about that? That marked the last time the world ended, because that was that little clip you heard us playing All Lang Syne. That was me and Dave and Relics, and that was literally 2020 midnight.
And COVID.
Yeah, and then everything just changed. The whole world ended. You know, it's ended before. No more thoughts from you.
This is a good. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
If I were to join you guys as Zorg and Kargan,
Oh God.
here's what you all would do to me, though. You all would make me wear a pug suit, kind of like a Men in Black. I'd be the alien.
Yeah. You could do that. We could do that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well, Halloween's coming up, David, so you just never know.
Yeah.
We might have to do a
I
public
always wanted to
appearance.
be a pug.
You could be.
Jordan Booker says the Dave Zorp and Cargon calendar only has 1 month.
In one day.
Ron still did a bikini version of alien.
That's the whole point, you know. Yeah.
Oh, here's our Byron. This one is great.
Wow.
Cosmic catastrophes with Doomsday
Dave. Dude, that might be a winner right there. God, I can see so many of these. I think I'm just gonna pick
Doomsday Dave.
Doomsday Dave, man. That's you.
Oh,
congratulations,
man.
David. You've found your place.
I'll have a shattered Earth. That's my logo.
Careful.
Red Cap says, hopefully the annoying people go first.
Not wrong.
So, yeah, what a show this was. I mean, I promised you a good one, and did I lie? Nope. I didn't even know this was going to happen. So it's a complete, oh boy, it's a complete catastrophe.
That's the fun of us.
Yeah.
You got to learn the lyrics to I Will Survive, even if you don't believe it, Dave.
Oh my heavens. So guys, yeah. I mean, I would ask how many are you guys are looking forward to the new series, but it don't matter anymore.
We have Glowing Joe, Doomsday Dave, and now we need a name for Ron. Oh man.
I don't even know that I want to continue doing the series. There's no point. I mean, you know, we're not going to be here when we hit 3,000 viewers. So
I know.
But thank God we have Danny who can make that all better with his, you know, Mothman margarita mix, and that's what I'm counting on.
I think we can have a drink for you, Ron. Sugar Daddy Ron. That'll be your drink mix.
There we go.
So what we got? Oz, December 22nd, 2032. Okay.
That's Space Rock Day.
Yeah, Space Rock Day. That's good. I mean, you might as well. I mean, look at the guys who made so much money off of 2012, Dave. You could write books.
Oh, yeah.
You get on it, you know.
This better happen after Star Trek's last episode, dang it.
My gosh.
We're running out of patience, Ron.
You don't even know the half of it, man. You don't even know the half of it. Because I learned a lot tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I learned a lot tonight. Here's what I learned. I learned that you may or may not be able to summon or call in orbs over the U.S. Capitol. I learned that there are 7 comets apparently going to be visiting Earth soon. I also learned that we have 2 potential hazards that will possibly impact Earth at some point in the near future.
Very near future.
Very near future. And
very tiny. It's very tiny, but
it's a tiny bit. It's just a tiny bit. I mean, it's just a tiny
50-50 sounds bad.
Well, that's just if it's faced, you know, the Earth, you know. There's a 50-50 chance it'll face the Earth the right way, and, you know, boom. But and I learned that we're going to nuke an asteroid just for the giggles. My faith in humanity has not changed.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where I'm at. But my faith in the people here has continued to rise every single time we get. Well, there's one right now. Look at that. right there.
Reach the goal before Dave kills us all.
Stop, Dave.
There's going to be T-shirts now, I guess.
Oh man.
So yeah, you guys have absolutely gone above and beyond. And the new series, in all due seriousness, just for a second, it's good. And we had weird things happen to us, and you're going to get to see those things.
Yep.
They're just as relevant as anything you're seeing from these other celebrities. I'll call it what it is. It's celebrities. Because if it wasn't celebrities, there would be people wanting to share data and care. They would look and be like, oh yeah, well, why did you get that at this frequency? Well, why did you get it at this frequency? Oh, look, you got it over here. Oh, okay. But you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is, because me, you, and Dave know this. We were in bands before. When did the bands ever help each other? When did a band ever help another band?
When it was worth it.
And it was never worth it. Even, particularly at these big, what was the things we used to do, Dave? The big festivals, remember? Where we go out, right? So even at those things, so you play with these other bands, and all they're doing is trying to one up each other. That's it. That's literally it. So, that's not what we're doing. So anybody here who wants to share data, reach out. It's not about, 1 million people going to see your stuff. That's not going to happen. If you want to come on the series and tell your story, we don't know what's going to happen with, Strange Realities. I'll be honest with you. It's an uncharted territory. We haven't done anything quite like this before. There will be interviews. There will be, there will be accounts, and you will see things. And, oh, look, Windows 10 support will end soon, and it decides to show me that now. What is wrong with you?
It's because there's a rock coming in it. No.
I'm like, I don't care. But, yeah.
I need you to spend your money before there's a moon dust array that blocks out all the satellites.
Right. All right. You don't worry, guys. You might not hit 3,000, but the rock will hit 8 billion. Oh, that's so wrong.
I love it. I love it.
So wrong.
Ron, even Windows gave up on you with the asteroid news.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing some interesting things out there, like I said. And if you want to be part of it, reach out for real. We've got several people lined up at this point, and it's going to be a very, very interesting series. Let's just put it that way. We're touching a lot of stuff. We're going to a lot of places, and we're going to document it. So then you guys can make up your own mind.
Maybe we'll be dead. Maybe we'll be live right here on Wild and Weird Radio Live next week.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've got a little bit of time.
So. Let me ask you an obvious question. Like from doing the Mothman Festival, talking to different people, because you guys are out there a lot more than I've been able to get out there for a while, and hopefully that's going to change soon. But, would you guys say the activity on all levels of paranormal, from ghosts, spirits, whatever, to UFOs, UAPs, to things we're seeing on Skinwalker Ranch, to things that could potentially be explained by science or not, would you say the activity has increased tenfold over the past, let's say, this past 5 years, 2 years, whatever?
We've seen an increase, I think, and other researchers say they've seen an increase, and I'm trying to figure out if it's a real increase or if it's a technological gap that's being bridged, that we're seeing things more because we have more technology at this point. And so I don't know.
I tend to kind of lean into the more of, is there an increase, or is it a combination of what Ron brought up and a combination of just general interest that people are just paying attention now because they're aware they've seen something on TV or they've had a weird experience, and now they don't think they're crazy. So they're starting to look into it and be more intrigued, and they're just noticing it more.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay now, right? That's the whole point. And we've been saying this for years. Now you got scientists saying that kind of stuff. It's about validation. I literally said that. Anyone who was at our presentation, you saw it. You saw it right there before that clip was ever aired on Ross Cohart. That was, that's synchronicity, I guess. But it's about validation. We've said it multiple times. We'll continue to say that. I've said it so many times now. I think this whole thing is about validation. And it's to make you realize you're not alone. You've, to quote the great narrator over in Ancient Aliens, you've never been alone. And I don't think that you will be. That's the whole point. There's so much more to this. So, what's that? There's a question over there.
Click on it. I don't know which one. I don't see a question mark.
I just saw it pop up. Now I don't see it anymore. Oh, well, that's weird. I don't see it now. Because I swore I saw it for a second and then it disappeared. Oh, well, must not be important. So anyway, you guys, we will also probably at the end of the season put together that presentation and put it over here for you guys to see. That's probably going to happen. I'm not putting it out before because frankly, there's a lot of data in there that we worked very hard for.
Yeah.
And we're going to use some of that data ourselves in other presentations. And once those presentations are done, I think it's important we put this one up. But yeah, there might be little clips though. There'll be little clips of it here and there. But yeah, it's about validation, guys. That's the whole point. And tell your story. Just tell your story. Come on here and tell your story. Don't be afraid to tell your story because you're not nuts and no one thinks you are, right? So I think that's something we can take away from this. It's time to grow up.
Yep. So Dave, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Everybody, it was awesome to catch up and see everyone this past weekend at Mothman Festival. Remember, this is your official kickoff to get your weekend started. Hope you've had a good week up till now and continue to have a great weekend moving on out of here. Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, there it is. This conversation
that
reminds
one
me.
Just popped in a minute ago. That was after you asked about a question.
The other one's gone. Have you stabilized any videos lately? Yeah. I'm going to be stabilizing a few more too.
So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for keeping Wild and Weird Radio free for eons and eons to come and getting us ready to go out into the road again, because we do have more investigations planned on the near horizon. You guys are going to get a chance to see some of that stuff unfolding soon adjacent. We do have to finish out this year with our conference runs, and then you guys can expect to see some releases of Strange Realities. That is coming to you very, very soon. We've been filming for that already. Obviously, you've seen the trailer, and there's more stuff on deck. So be patiently waiting. We've got something coming for you. We think you're really going to like it. Hope you enjoyed the trailer. Ron did a great job with it. And until next time, remember, right here, 8 p.m. Eastern, every week, every Thursday, we're going to be live. Come hang out with us. Tell your friends, tell your family. And remember, there's a big rock coming.
That's about all you got, right? I mean, that's all you really need to say.
Big rock coming. Stay wild and weird, everybody.
Don't forget to swing.
We're going to have a ring around us soon.